TK 101, it is the 5 o'clock work release program, and we've snuck backstage. We're here at the Shinedown 3 Days Grace POD concert. We're joined by Eric Bass, the bass player for Shinedown. And first off, welcome to town.
How you doing, man?
So you had an off day yesterday, and you spent it on Pensacola Beach, and it literally the coldest day of spring so far.
We did, and that's what happens with us, man. We bring the cold with us for some reason. I can't figure out why. But, yeah, man, we had a great day off yesterday, and it's actually the second time we've had a day off here in a few years, man. So I think last time we went riding jet skis because it was a little bit warmer. But, yeah, man, we had a great time yesterday. It's just very relaxing and beautiful place to have a day off.
Well, welcome to town. I can't help but look at you as the new guy in Shinedown, but you've been with the band for, 5 years now? And when you join a band that's already a few albums and tours into their career and maybe set in their ways a little bit, did it take a while to feel like a real part of the band, or did you feel like a full contributor as opposed to a hired hand from the start?
Oh, man, I kind of jumped in head first, like I do with everything else. And it's actually, it's starting behind the scenes, kind of pushing 6 years now, that I've been involved. So, yeah, the new guy, but I've been here longer than the other guys were. So, but no, man, I jumped in head first. I think, I met Brent and Barry writing songs. So, writing songs for the new record. So, or for Sound of Madness at the time. So, yeah, I've kind of been... jumping in and producing and writing and doing all that stuff kind of from the get-go. So, it was a little weird with the fans at first. You're always going to have to kind of settle into that. But, we're very accepting, and I think at this point we're... and the beautiful thing about it is now we've got such a much broader fan base that some people don't even know that the band ever was anything else. And so, yeah, man, I adapt well. So, I kind of came in. I'm real comfortable in my own skin, so it's no problem.
Eric Bass, the bass player for Shinedown, is with us. We're live on the 5 o'clock work release program from backstage at the Pensacola Bass Center, Shinedown 3 Days Grace. POD, a 7 p.m. concert. So we'll see you on bass and keyboards tonight, but I understand that you play trombone, several other instruments as well. Let's get a list of everything that you play, and what do you enjoy playing the most?
Oh, man, I grew up, I played trombone in concert band. I was a band nerd. Played drums in marching band, so I got the drums, I got bass, I got guitar, piano. God, man, auto harp. I'm a fantastic auto harp player. I'm kidding. No, man, it's just kind of grew up in a musical family. So, I kind of grew up with instruments all around me. I'm kind of one of these guys where I'm not really, really good at one thing. I'm kind of sort of good at a lot of things. So I like to think that I can pick up any instrument and kind of make music with it, or something that sounds maybe like music.
So you came to the bass a little bit later then, huh?
Yeah, well, I started playing bass about the same time I started playing guitar. Because I was always into recording, so I wanted to be able to record my own songs. So when I was 14 years old and I got a guitar, I was 12 to 14 years old when I got my first guitar. So when I got the guitar, I got the bass at the same time and just kind of played both of them simultaneously. But coming into this situation, I really into Shinedown, I started learning how to play bass more like a bass player and less like a guitar player playing a bass, I guess. So.
Eric Bass from Shinedown is with us tonight, 7 p.m., Pensacola Bass Center, along with 3 Days Grace and POD. Live on the 5 o'clock work release program. We're going to be seeing, I guess, a lot less of Shinedown tonight, and as an actual weight. I spoke with Brett a few weeks ago. He says he's shed 75 pounds, and that the entire band kind of went on a health kick. Yeah. Were you a part of the fit and trim movement in the band, and how has that shaped your on-the-road lifestyle, which, of course, has wrecked so many bands before?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole reason why we're still here. I mean, we tried to make it fall apart on the last record. I mean, we all tried to ruin our lives at one point, in one way or another. And I was always a runner, and I always tried to keep in shape. But really, when I got out on tour more and I stopped doing that stuff, your headspace gets so cloudy. And the workout for me actually helped with the headspace more than anything, more than the physical side of it. Now, Brent, especially being completely sober, which is fantastic. He's way more focused now than he ever was. So a little intense once in a while, but
really?
Yeah, man, we do the insanity workout every day, 2 hours before our show.
Wow.
So we'll work out for an hour. We make sure we're done 2 hours before show time, and then get out and play another hour and a half show every night. So. There's really no way to keep pounds on you if you're doing that, and trying to eat as good as we can, although I did just have an oatmeal cookie, like I said, before I came in here. Stuffed my face a little bit. It's good for breakfast. But.
So you mentioned you had the off day here yesterday, and on the subject of life on the road, I'm sure you don't get a chance to enjoy the charms of every city as you have to keep moving on to make the next show, but what are some of the cities that you enjoy playing the most? and visiting?
Well, of course, Pensacola, man. Come on, actually, we always say anywhere they show up, man. Anywhere that the fans show up and want to see a rock show, we enjoy playing. There's some places in, Europe's always a little different. They're European audiences are more listening audiences. You can have a room full of rabid fans, and they're just kind of staring at you sometimes.
Really?
It's kind of weird, and it varies city to city, but we love playing Detroit, man. Detroit's always good. London, London's another one that sticks out. But like I said, man, anywhere that they show up, anywhere that people come and they're ready to party and they're ready to throw down, they're ready to see a rock show, that's where we love playing, And this is that place tonight.
Come on, people. It's going to be a good time. 7 p.m. is the show with Shinedown, 3 Days Grace, and POD. We've snuck backstage. We're joined by Eric Bass, the bass player for Shinedown. And there's talk that you guys have already completed the album that's going to follow up Amaryllis. So we'd like to hear about what's on there and maybe when we'll see it.
Well, that's a lovely rumor that Mr. Smith started. You gotta love that guy. He goes out and opens his mouth. We wrote 34 songs for Amaryllis, and we actually have 5 B-sides that are already recorded that nobody's heard, and the remainder of the demos that are left. And really, we're at a point now where we're kind of going, well, should we finish up the demos and maybe take the B-sides and put them together, sort of like a sketches for Amaryllis kind of release. Maybe not the official follow-up record, but something to sort of an interim project. So the song "I'm Alive" that we put on the Avengers soundtrack was one of those demos that we took that wasn't recorded for Amaryllis, and we took it and kind of finished it off and put it out. So the potential's there to have that happen. And I know there are a couple of demos that the fans have heard, during when we do webcasts and that sort of thing, and they really want to hear these songs. So it's possible that could happen. I know Brent and I were actually just talking on the bus about when we're actually going to officially start writing for the next record, which we haven't done yet. But we have a lot of material out there that nobody's ever heard. So we'd like to get that stuff out there at some point.
You ever sneak these songs into the live set?
Not yet. But there's a chance we could. You never know. Right now we're really focused on Amaryllis and on "I'll Follow You Down," which is the new single, and getting out there and pushing what we've got because we believe in it so much. So.
Well, we can't thank you enough for spending a few minutes with us here on Work Release this afternoon. Excited about the show tonight. Thrilled that you're back in Pensacola. We always love it when you guys visit. Let's go ahead and play the new single. This is "I'll Follow You," music from Amaryllis, and I'm assuming we'll be hearing this one tonight.
You will absolutely be hearing this one tonight. This is we're all really proud of this song. So you guys check it out. "I'll Follow You Down."
TK 101.